Hello again, whiskey friends. Good to have you back. It's Kelsey here with the Whiskey Riff Lounge. Today we're going to be talking about a dusty. I've been doing some of these here and there. This Friday, it's going to be talking about one of Beam's, I guess, kind of touted things that had been around for a while. So this one is the 1977 version. Let's get this out of my face. There we go. Old Gun Granddad, 86 proof. Now, I bought this because 77 is my birth year. So we're going to jump into this, do a quick review, let you guys get some notes about what I get off Dusty's, why I enjoy it, and let's kick off the show. We'll see you right back here. All right, everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about this beautiful 1977 Old Granddad. Let's get it back up there. Very cool. It's minty. It is a screw top, not a cork, so that makes it even better. I know the cork's not even going to fail. So let's talk a little bit about Dusty Bourbon. For those that haven't had a chance to have some of the older whiskey. I mean, the cool thing about these to me is that you get to drink history. This particular bottle back in the day is probably super cheap bottle, and today it's super expensive. But there is a big difference. So as we talked about last time with some turkey stuff, to me, there's one consistent thing that I feel like, in my opinion, that comes across in a Dusty, and that's the oak and the vanilla. These two things are way different than they are on regular bottles today. The only way that I can describe it is that the vanillas tend to be much richer, much more dense, full flavored. I do not know for sure if these were going back down at the lower entry proof, but I am going to be doing some more digging to see if I can come up with that and repost once I do know that. Then the other one that I am going to do, I think I might do a comparison next week of this and another Dusty that I have of Old Forester, 86 proof, and see what the big difference is. Now, I don't have an Old Forester from 77, but I do have an Old Forester that's a little bit older from the 2000s. But let's get into the nose to get what we're talking about between the oak and the vanilla. Oh, God, this smells so good, guys. I wish you had smell-o-vision is what I wish you could get into this. So it's a more rich vanilla, almost like like if you took a real vanilla bean and kind of scraped it out. I mean, it's just so rich. The oak is a lot sweeter too, and it just has a different nosing component on the oak. The way that I believe that the soil is more dense. I believe that the wood was probably a lot older too, the barrels that they were making at this time. But I also think if this particular one has a lower entry proof, I think that's why, if they're not going in the barrel like at 103, something like that, they're not even watering this down as much, which makes this particular product so much more rich in flavor on the nose. But yeah, this is like cake icing, dude. It's so freaking good. Shout out to my buddy Keith. He's one of my local guys that hangs out with me on Monday. He's moving, and I was going to open this for my birthday, but I wanted to be able to open it with him and some of the other guys before he left. So cheers, Keith. Cheers to the Vat Boys here local. Let's get into the palate. Oh my God. Vanilla. I can't get over that vanilla. Mouthfeel is very rich, even at this proof point. It's real velvety. It's very viscous, even for such a lower proof. And man, this thing is dangerously easy to drink. But again, the palate matches the nose. All of that sweet oak and vanilla and butterscotch. That's the other thing I get even more so on the nose and palate now after tasting it. Yeah, kind of that butterscotch, Werther's Original, if you ever got those as a kid. and that is just shining through on these things. I did have a pour of the 114 version of this from the 80s, and very similar, just a little bit more robust, obviously, because of the proof difference. But man, these things are like butterscotch bombs. Yeah, butterscotch and vanilla. Let's go in for a second sip, see if it stays consistent. I don't know if you can see that in the camera, but I mean, it's just dripping down the glass. There we go. I mean, just viscous, velvety in the mouthfeel. If you guys are saying, where can I find Dusties? Well, there's a few things. You can make some friends, and also that have some in their collection. Maybe they'll let you drink theirs, or there are some Facebook groups of Dusty groups. If you're interested, DM me and I'll get you in to some groups. I will say that if you're not willing to spend the money, you probably don't want to be in the groups, because most of these bottles are pretty expensive. If that doesn't fit your budget, I totally understand. That's not a big deal. But I would encourage you, if you go to a bar or whatever else, make sure you try some of these older whiskeys that are from the 70s and below. It's just a totally different whiskey experience. I can't tell you enough. It's definitely worth $50, $60, $70 a pour. I know that sounds a lot too, but to get to experience, if you can't buy a bottle of it, it's definitely worth it. And there are a lot of whiskey bars, especially in Kentucky, that will have some of these Dusty pours. They are really worth it. And you can go to Neat as well, and they have some bottles for sale. But like I said, it's going to be up there to purchase these bottles. So let's go in for one last sip, and then we'll wrap this thing up. Oh my God. The vanilla profile, the butterscotch. I just love this stuff. I wish, like you said, that this smell-o-vision. You know what I might end up doing is, if you haven't had a taste of Dusty, put a comment below and shoot me a DM or something. I may put this out on our Patreon channel, and we'll do a Dusty giveaway of some of the Dusties that I reviewed, because I really want you guys to have this type of an experience. So cheers to you, whiskey friends. Again, this was the 1977 Old Granddad, 86 proof, killer bottle. Lucky and blessed to have it. I want to share it with some people that I am around locally, that they've had a chance to taste it. Cheers, guys. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll kick off the rest of this thing and get you guys out of here. Make sure you tune in Wednesday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. Oh my gosh, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. I'll get it out one way or another. I promise, this is the first drink I've had. Thanks, whiskey friends. We'll see you next time.
Jeff, just be friends with me. But you have these whiskey friends, and you say hello again. Oh, Jeffrey, you should just be friends with me. But you have these whiskey friends, and you say hello